y'all, for y'all that's coming in. So I wanted to sit here real quick and get y'all up to date on what's been going on, especially as far as gig work. But y'all, I noticed a lot of this online, so I'm really gonna address this right now. Damn, I should have. Let me get my tripod. I'm gonna flip y'all around because I need to see behind me because it's been a lot of activity because you guys, it's a lot being discovered lately, and this program is being exposed in ways that you guys, it will blow your mind. So we finna get here and get informative. You guys go ahead and get a clipboard, all that. So I noticed a lot of us online, even my guy, uh, I need to sit down and do a live with him, but not just him, a couple other people like this guy called Young Steel and this other guy I used to watch them. These two are beefing with each other. But look, y'all, I want to explain to y'all that this is exactly what they want us to do. So I'm kind of different when I come on here. If y'all notice, I would never like put somebody down or tell them that what they saying is not true because we all get different sides of these tactics. So most people won't experience things you experience, but it's always similar. And I'm here to connect the dots. So let me turn y'all around. It's been one of those days, y'all. I've been busy, just jumping obstacle courses all day. But we're not here to complain. We just here to compare and take notes because we all could learn from each other. That's one thing I want y'all to understand as far as this community goes, of people being targeted. You got to understand it's bigger than what you think. It's bigger than what you think is even bigger than what you thought. So uh, we're going to come together. I'm going to teach y'all. I'm going to show y'all that. I wish I had a better setup for y'all, but it's coming soon. I've been moving my room around, getting live ready, because we're going to switch these lives to my room, because I got this special soundproof type of situation going on in my room, and I was like, hold up. My sound would sound so much better in here. It has some type of sound isolation. I'm going to show y'all this device that I had to move unplug in my house when I moved in here. I believe I showed y'all at one point, but since we talking about devices and being hacked into all of that, I'm gonna show you how they were able to like manipulate a lot of things using that MK Ultra. So to everybody that feel like MK Ultra is a conspiracy and it's no such thing, and I'm here to bring you up to date because we have evolved to the point where a lot of situations we see online and on live and all of that is being manipulated by MK Ultra. So, and a lot of people don't know that. That's the most scary thing. And I'm not here to set fear monger like the news channel. I'm here to get you up to date to what's going on around us. So, and these are all for debate because our experiences connect the dot. So, like I didn't get a PhD for this. I'm not telling you what I'm saying is accurate. I'm just telling you based off experience. So here we go. So I'm not here to invert anyone, and I'm not uh over here be speaking religious. I'm not speaking on politics. I gotta give a disclaimer, okay? I'm giving you all my experiences, things I noted down. I got notebooks full. We got compositions of things because I'm just that geeky in itself. I know I come off a little slow because my nerves bad, but just give me a cigarette, I can calm down. But listen, what I'm trying to say is like, see, we're not here to compete with each other's notes. We're not here to, and y'all understand this because they kind of make us, if you think about it, nothing changed. They've been doing this since ancient times, getting us tribes and tribal people to go against each other. So now that you battling against beliefs, you battling against this modern day. So when us TIs, whatever you want to call us, because we really are just subjects. That's what we're marked as. These subjects that's being surveillance. We call it whatever you want to call it, just like we call God our different names. We have our own personality. That's why I don't get traditional and all that religious stuff. I don't get into that because I don't knock nobody beliefs. I believe we all lead up to our one Father when we have that belief system. So that's why, hey, you call him Judah, you can call him Jesus, you can call him whatever I call him, what I call him. That's y'all. Y'all my God. Hallelujah. So I'm not here to invert nobody though. So but you can't invert me either. But my thing is like what we do is compare each other notes and say, oh, you paranoid, you schizophrenic, and you play with people that say they may experience V2K. Me personally, I've never experienced V2K, but this is my thing. You know, they don't play with that. See, look, I'm finna take it a different route. Instead of me gaslighting people who do go through that, this is what I'm gonna tell you. The reason they don't use that $1 million software on me, the V2K, is what I'm talking about. It's because I don't pay attention to that shit. I would drive them crazy and use reverse psychology talking shit to them that they gonna say, turn that shit the fuck off. All we can do is use MK Ultra. Yes, I do experience MK Ultra. So I'm a stern believer that that software gets turned on. I can hear sometimes. I studied it so much I can hear the buzz and the bees when that motherfucker shut up and shut on. When they roll it out, I can hear it. It's like a levee. You gotta wind that bitch up before it finally start working. I done got to the frequency level to I can. Oh, they done turned that shit on. Let me ignore this girl. But that's just me. I'm not saying I'm you. But what was I doing? Hold up, got distracted. Because I see a lot of people going in on each other when we supposed to be here to set an example to show them we could come together as a community, a peaceful community at that. But what we do is mock each other online, go at it. You wasting too much time. You giving them exactly what they want. You are literally making us look like we carrying on a frenzy online of paranoid schizophrenic people, which these things were made up in World War II to make your folks look bad. Then you hear people gaslight each other using these labels and lines like, damn, you really don't know no better, huh? Because that's how people like me look at people from afar. So I'm here to show the men that bridge of people understanding that it's all about all of us, not just one person. When they use this, when they come against one of us, they come against all of us. We're supposed to be here to set an example to show them how to be peaceful by being peaceful. Because it's a way of living. It's not a trend that you push off and you throw off in the algorithm. It's a way of living. So look, okay, so let's skip into the gig work. So since I got you guys' attention, this is no competition. We here, this, like I said, this all up for debate. Y'all could, if I'm going too hard, if I missed something, we could talk about this shit in the comments. Maybe we can go live, like I told my guy Steve-O, because I know you're gonna watch it, baby. You said something about I don't like you. See, that's the thing. You think I don't support you. It's not about nobody liking you. You shouldn't care if nobody like you. The problem is that you see that I've been supporting you for so long. But see, we go through stuff and you get angry about certain things because they make us feel that way. That's when you got to step back and say, hold up. Because at the end of the day, once they put you on this list, baby, they gonna keep surveillancing you. Yeah, they gonna let up at times and make you feel like, oh shit, I done. No. Understand that they got some of their own on the list. So what makes you think they just gonna know, babe? Because at this point, you owe them something now. The thing that we should be focused on is exposing it, because we at the peak of the fucking leaf, like a new leaf in life, of getting the whole shit abolished, taken out of the fucking programs that operate for you and I and your children that you leave behind. Instead of trying to oppress it like it's been for ages. Your ancestors, surrounding us, still praying that they could still beat this shit with the helps of you. That's how deep it get. And see, we here to show these brotherhood boys that it's all about them too, because they ancestors in the rim waiting for them to change too, because they don't have the same free will they had at some point when they taught you all of the evil tactics. They taught you they didn't know no better. And then debunking people. See, look, the thing is they studied us. That's why I'm gonna be real with this, because people like to mock me, and the program that's been studying me know that I have psychic abilities, and then they have people scared when I tell them a discernment of mine. But see, that's not my problem, that's yours, because I know where I come from, and it's not my fault you don't know where you come from, because they was obsessed with your ancestors, which is mine. Some of theirs are fucking entwined with mine. They just don't know no better. And that's why I come in. That's where you supposed to come in, because we all have our purpose in life, babe. We can't be a sugarfoot nigga. We can't let the algorithm trick us and say, oh, we can't talk about that because we not gonna go. That's gonna throw you off your purpose, babe. Yeah, I said it, YouTube. That's gonna throw you off your purpose. So don't get upset with me because I'm not scared to talk about the program. Yeah, they done took everything from me, babe. Yeah, they took folks from me too. I saw what they did to a lot of creators, a lot of fucking celebrity people, a lot of them people get scared and think that they don't have no other choice. Yes, the fuck you do. Your opinion matters that much, boo. But you just don't know that yet. So that's why I come through and come try to tell you so you can know the truth. But people like to shut me down just like the algorithm do because they don't want y'all to hear that shit. And you don't want to hear that shit either. That's why you come on here and fear monger, you know, uh, uh, like a Biggie line, babe. Oh, we gotta turn that shit off. So look, let's see if I got a little sativa. Y'all get y'all drinks out. You know, get you a tea. Green tea is the best, by the way. That's how I'm still here. Okay, but look, I'm gonna tell y'all. I want you to be extra observant. Now that I'm finna tell what I'm gonna tell you, you gonna be extra observant. You gonna watch your surroundings. You gonna say no to anything that's not of you, cause it's getting in heightened because of this. What I'm finna tell you right now, and that's why these gig jobs. This is why we talk about gig work tonight. Yes, ma'am. Oh, cause let me tell you something. See, look, I caught on to a lot for a while, right? But this, I just got confirmation, just seeing how everything play out. Then me seeing the Cardi B ad with the, like, it's a lot. Hold up, hear me out though. Check this out. So, if you in the gig work, this is a great opportunity for us. And let me tell you, I gotta tell you it like that first before I scare you off, cause don't let that scare you off, cause this is getting into freelance, getting into gig work, especially gig work is really good if you on the list because you become your own. Like you set the time. It's like you could bypass 90% because workplace mobbing is at its highest. So I know a lot of y'all gonna say, "Oh hell yeah, I know what you mean," but let me tell you why. Because the thing is, right? Okay, especially to the ones who make this a 24/7 thing. You understand that every dime is able to be calculated this way more than you working a 9 to 5. Let me tell you why. Because when you get a check, right, you cash that motherfucker. They can't really keep up with too much of how much you spent that on, whether how you put most of it in your tank, whether see on your debit card, unless you cash in the you wait until you get 100 and cash it out at the ATM. But if you swiping it, understand I got a method. It's a method to my madness. If you swiping it all day, they calculating your gas. She just put a dub in there. That's how much she got. She just put another dub in there, so that was all she really had on that. She would have, put this much. They calculated down to a T. So now they sending you on random far gigs that they know draining your gas, and then they're gonna prolong you even more. Now you really out of gas. You gotta work for more gas now, and then at perfect times, if you ain't saving gas money on the side, they're gonna put you in predicaments to where you fucked up even more. That now you probably gotta buy a battery. Now you gotta probably buy something. Your tires got stuck in the mud. You gotta get the, follow me on this. This is the main reason why. I can tell you why. Because now they can control your finances. They know how much they just drained from you. They know. But look, if you work in a freelance job with a partner, it's harder for them to do that. This is why I had to tell you the pro before I told you a con. So what I'm meaning to say is get you a partner and you will be able to hustle. The gig work is so smart as far as setting yourself up, baby, because you become your own boss. You able to say no to this. You able to say yes to this. You're not secluded to a schedule of doing things, because those things get tampered with 24/7 as it is. But if you work in gig work, I don't care what it is, what type of gig work. It could be DoorDash and Uber. It don't even Instacart, Roadie. It could be anything like that, or just freelance to where you drop shit but get a partner with it. So if y'all got two cars, that's even better. But if you got to work with one car with your significant other or your partner, your friend, whoever that you doing these runs with, take somebody with you. This is what I'm trying to get to. Take somebody with you, because with these last 2 months, babe, and I've been having to take somebody with me every day now versus back then. I would take somebody on my night shift always. I never do night shift by myself. But now I'm finding myself even in the daytime, I have to ride with somebody with my camera on. I panic when my that's why I like the one that I got is solar power. So when it go dead, it still get up to so much recording. And I believe that's why they was trying to get my dash cam subpoena, because some crazy shit happened like 2-3 days before that. And the cop that came up to my car looked inside my car, and I promise you the exact words I said was, he only walked up to see if my dash camera was on, because they had me sitting there so long. It's like, that bitch gotta go dead. But it was still recording. But y'all, let me go on here real quick, because uh make sure I turn my thing off. I had it on low, y'all. I'm eating some soup tonight, y'all. Might as well make sure I got my. I was listening to this song earlier today. I had it on repeat. Coming from my. I hope I got it in. I can't even listen to it on live. Don't y'all hate that we cannot listen to our favorite tracks on here? I think YouTube them should do some type of partner deal to advertising songs and letting creators, and only creators, uh, like if you're a creator, you should be able to let them spin whatever song they listening to, but it cannot be uploaded directly to the platform. It has to be streamed. I think that's a good idea, because it's free advertisement. YouTube, hold up. Y'all, did I tell y'all my 15-year-old is graduating this year? No, next year. She's in the 12th grade, y'all. She's so freaking, like, every day it's like, cause she know how to do technical stuff. I've been knowing this since they was little, that these girls is highly intelligent, but the little one, it's like, I can't even explain it. This little girl is so freaking smart. Let's do some affirmations real quick. Let's review my notifications while I sit here. I'm about to roll some of this sativa. I have a few little roaches. I'm about to roll that up real quick before I go inside, y'all. So y'all should see my setup. It's coming together. Maybe I'll do a video, a day in the life video, and upload it on here, y'all, so I can show y'all these clips, put it together, and show y'all the setup that I got for the notification videos, reaction videos. We're gonna do all of it over here. I want to go live with people that's going through this. We're gonna give each other experiences. I've been trying to do it, but we're gonna just do it now. So we got this one. Everyone was wrong about you. You are the best. Like, this one caught my attention. This is the first one on my notification. Let just listen to that one, y'all. And then I'm gonna read the comments. So to the people who want to go live with me, here's the chance right now, y'all. Let me know so we can schedule that, set it up. Right now, somewhere in a dimly lit room, someone is
scrolling through your life with
Yeah,
trembling
y'all, let's set
fingers.
it up. So
Their heart
I'm
races
reading
as
the
they see your
comments tonight. Let me
transformation.
roll this real quick.
The glow they once dismissed now burns their retinas through a screen. This is the moment where divine justice meets human regret.
Okay, so
The
this
universe is
Astral
settling
Autumn, y'all,
accounts, and the
I
currency
always
is
relate to
truth.
his videos.
They asked
Chosen
everyone
One,
about you
everyone
after
they
they
at
walked
said
away.
you're the best.
Every
And
single
now
person
they
told them the
look
same
dumb.
thing. You were the best thing that could have
Uh,
happened to them.
can
Now
y'all
they
hear it?
sit
I'm
in the
gonna put it
wreckage
right
of their
here.
own arrogance, looking like absolute fools. The cosmic joke writes itself in their sleepless nights. You are the punchline they never saw coming. The story begins months ago, maybe years. Time blurs when betrayal cuts that deep. They had you right there, fully present, fully invested. Your energy poured into them like liquid gold into a cracked vessel. Every morning you chose them again. Every
I
night
want to
you
say this
silenced the
because it's
voice
so
that
crazy, y'all. Lately, I've been getting a lot of apologies, a lot of like people saying I was wrong about you. Like it's been a lot because let me tell you, a lot has been coming out. A lot of situations that I've been through, kind of put me in a predicament to where I look like I got, I'm up to no good. You just any etc. A lot of people coming to me lately saying that to me, and it put a smile on my face because let me tell you, this program put me in a lot of predicaments where it's unjustifiable to me, where I just have to pick up the slack after it, and there's no justice after that. And lately I've been getting justice out of the wind. So I'm telling you, y'all, a lot has been coming out, and this lady told me, I'm gonna share this with y'all because this affects all of us and helps a lot of us. And this lady told me a couple months ago, she said, listen, Valencia, I told y'all I came live literally because I was crying. Like, you're gonna be able to help millions with just the puzzle pieces you put with other people that's been going through similar stuff that are, probably have way more money than you, that have been trying to justify themselves and couldn't. And that was deep to me, and I see it playing out in my real life now, like a lot of situations being justified, a lot of things online being justified. That's why so many big name celebrity people feel the need to show up in my presence. A lot of rich folks feel the need to come and say, hey, I saw what you did today. That was a nice gesture. Like, I've been a lot of things I don't tell y'all or show y'all. But let's finish listening to Astral Autumn, y'all. Watch how the
whispered something
angels
was off.
clean up
The
what I'm
divine
telling you,
had placed
because
you
a
in their
lot
path as a
has
test.
come out,
Not for
y'all.
you,
So it's no
for
time to
them.
debunk
The
what others
universe
say
wanted
about
to
this
know if they
program.
could
It's time to
recognize real
enlighten
when it
others. It's
stood
time to,
before them without a price
y'all,
tag or an
listen, let's
instruction
listen.
manual. They failed spectacularly. First came the doubts they planted in your mind. Small seeds at first. Questions about your worth disguised as concern. They
It's
wondered
Astral
aloud
Autumn,
if you were
y'all.
asking for too
And
much. A text back
one
within
more thing,
reasonable
let me
time.
pause it. I don't
Consistency.
get paid for these. I seen a creator say this. One thing about me, I give love for free. See, I do my videos for free. YouTube don't even pay me. So I do that with my everyday living. It's not my fault. Other people charge you to do stuff. So people think what I be doing is because somebody is paying me to promote their videos. I promise you, I ain't even got to lie to you. But if somebody was paying me, I would put more effort into it. These are just natural reactions. I'm just showing you what I would sit here and be doing without going live. I've been telling my subscribers this for the longest. Most of them already know me because they done seen what type of videos I post. If this was a video somebody paid me to do, you really think I'd be in my car? It's like people try to gaslight you, just instead of saying, hey, yeah, she right. They gotta find every flaw, just like a narcissist have. They gotta find every flaw in you before they just look in the mirror. But
That
listen,
matched their promises. Basic respect
this is not a
wrapped in
sponsored
common
video.
decency.
Again, disclaimer.
These became mountains in their mouth.
This me showing love
Impossible requests from
because
someone
it's a
they painted
relatable
as
video.
needy. Behind your back, they conducted
Let's
their
make that a trend.
investigation.
Showing love
They
because you
asked
like it.
mutual friends, distant acquaintances, anyone who might offer insight into who you really were. The responses came back unanimous. Every single person sang the same song. That one is special. That one
That's
is
the funny
rare.
part.
You
Maybe you
better
should
not
reach
mess
out to
this
them
up.
and
You
say,
won't
hey,
find another
she's
like that.
promoting it, the
They're
hell
the
out of
real
this. You
deal.
should pay her.
Loyal to a fault. Heart of pure gold. The kind of person you marry, not play with. But prophecies mean nothing to those drunk on their own ego. They collected these testimonies like evidence they would never use,
So
filed
y'all
them away in the
tag
back of their
Astral Autumn.
mind
They
where
they
truth
said
lives
you
to die.
paying me for the
Because
videos.
accepting
So
what everyone
maybe
said
I
would
should
mean
be
accepting
sponsored
that
and
they were a
become a
problem,
part of the inner
that their
circle
standards were
or the inner
actually
order.
low while pretending to be high. that
and
their
be an
fear
anchor
of
girl.
real intimacy was masquerading as independence, that their
All I need
emotional
is a MacBook,
unavailability was
y'all,
dressed up as mysterious depth. The universe watched them gather
and the
this evidence,
soundboard for some
watched
effects
them
since they
ignore every
said I
warning
should be
sign.
getting paid for this.
Not the
Thank you,
warnings
babe.
about
See, I
you,
take this
the warnings
shade
about
different than
themselves.
regular
Every friend who
neurotypicals.
said you were amazing was actually telling them they weren't ready for amazing.
Now you just
Every
made me want to
confirmation of your
advance my
value was actually
motherfucking videos
exposing
now.
their
Even more, I'm
inability to
thinking about
handle
shit I
something
didn't think about
valuable.
before.
But mirrors are hard to look at when you've
Little
spent
mama
years
said that to
avoiding
me.
your own reflection. They had already
Well, is
decided
this
you
a
were too
gaslight
much,
tactic
too intense with your love, too clear with your
to make you
boundaries,
second
too
guess and not
strong in
do
your
it?
sense of
Now I
self.
show love for
They
free, babe.
needed someone easier to manipulate, someone who would shrink at their command, someone whose light could be dimmed to make
So
their
how does that
darkness feel
feel
like
doing? That's
shade.
the real truth.
You were none
I'm
of those
definitely not
things.
getting
You
paid
were
for none of
fire
the
that
reaction
refused to be
videos I be
contained,
talking about.
thunder that wouldn't be silenced,
So
a storm that moved with
understand that
divine
you just
purpose.
motivate me.
The games began subtly, testing your limits to see how much inconsistency you would tolerate, pushing boundaries to measure your breaking
Motivate
point.
me to be
They
kind.
wanted to establish control through
Here we
controlled
go
chaos.
again. Damn, babe, you doing this
Here's how
shit
to
for
never
free
have to worry
when
about
you should
money
be
after
getting
a car
paid for it.
accident. Listen,
It makes me want to
if
be
you've
more
been in a
kind
car
now.
accident in the past,
Boundaries to measure your breaking point. They wanted to establish control through controlled chaos.
We react
Reply to
we
messages late
reacting
to
every
make
day
you
now, baby.
anxious.
Thank you.
Cancel plans to test your patience. Create distance to see if you would chase. They were conducting experiments on your heart, like it was a laboratory specimen. But something in you started recognizing the pattern.
I need to get
Not
another
consciously
computer.
at
I'm gonna get
first.
one.
Your soul knew before your mind caught up. You felt it in the exhaustion that followed their presence, the way peace returned when they left, the anxiety that preceded their texts. Your body was keeping score, even when your heart was making excuses. The divine was sending signals through your nervous system, warning lights flashing in places your love kept trying to dim. So they created distance, calculated space
So I'm gonna
designed
like
to
this
make you
video
chase.
already because it's
They
and I'm gonna
pulled
hype
back
it
just enough to
because
watch you
it's
lean
relatable.
forward. They wanted to see you break, to watch you beg, to witness the moment your strength crumbled into desperate need. They
Because
wanted
that's how
proof.
it's exactly how I've been feeling lately. Every situation, every tactic that they use is to mentally drain me, so that at some point I get discouraged because I've have come to those points because I'm so strong. I always be like, all right, jump my ass back up. I'm on it again, feet, swollen and all that. But they've overworked me for that main reason because they know my physical limitations. They know that if they drain me in circles for hours and hours, I have no energy to do it. So at this point, by the time I'm getting in the groove, I'm starting all the way over from the schemes. And that's how every day be. And I'm telling you, if I have partners with me all day, because my kids can't be with me all the time. So one of my riding partner daughters, she have to go to school at some point. Then my other daughter, she's a young mother. So sometimes I just don't have that assigned spouse or friend. And I was thinking about getting into courier jobs and then employ somebody up under me that I know need a job, and then that'll work for me. That's the only way I'll be able to continue to gig work, y'all, because DoorDash, Uber, and none of that. I can't even do Instacart no more. They deactivated me. None of this is working. Roadie, all it's like it was working in the beginning, but it's like after you do it for so long, it's just dead now. So now you need to upgrade and get some courier jobs to where now they need you. They looking out to you. Hey, we got some routes we need covered. That type of work.
They wanted proof that you were just like everyone else they had conquered before. Weak when tested,
I'm
fragile
looking
when
into it.
abandoned,
I'm doing
desperate
it.
when
I'm
ignored.
doing it, y'all.
The silence they
Been like that with
manufactured was
everything,
supposed to
even
be
down
your
to a paper
undoing.
on the floor. When I
They
see
had
it, pick it
seen
up,
this
throw it
movie
away.
before with
Doing it.
others. The
You
panic that
can't say
sets
you
in
what you
after
gonna
day
do. They
3.
already got your
The
phones
desperate
hacked. Hold
text
up.
on day
You
5.
can't say what you gonna do and sit on it. We can't afford to do that, y'all. I'm giving we when you come to my channel, babe, with everything I tell you, babe, it's gonna benefit you for your good, babe. Because I'm telling you, every day I have to learn something new to survive. I could tell you no lie, because I'm at a high level to where like all I'm missing is the millions of dollars like most of these celebrities, because they have me on a celebrity level. Like I have because what they do is, and this is true, you probably heard this before, and people make it a conspiracy theories, but they really have hip hop police. They call it that in entertainment, where it's not just the music industry, it's not just the movie industry, it's the entertainment. They have they one special task force that they have assigned to these lodges, y'all. That's how it run. I see it for what it is. This not alleged. It's just this is for research purposes, YouTube. But this is I'm gonna tell you this because it's real out here in the field. Like these security, because that's what they really their job title really is. But they call it hip hop cops. They really security, but they make sure. I'm gonna say it like this and keep it PG, because then I have to say how, allegedly. See, the reason why they had these people assigned to you, because they need to know if you're making business somewhere else. Because like I said, the financial drainage campaign is highly manipulated on targets for a main reason, because they need to be in control of everything you got going on, babe. They can't control you if you got too much money to blow, and that's why they keep a lot of important people like me small, so that I can afford to help myself at some point. Y'all, so hear me on this though. This is why I tell y'all, you gotta branch out and get and become a independent contractor. And I'm not discouraging people from 9 to 5 jobs. If that's something that's helping you, please don't. This is not for you. But if you can afford to, because it's getting worse. I see it. I see it. I'm just listening to this.
The desperate text on day 5.
I don't
The
want to say
emotional
too much.
breakdown by week 2. They waited for your surrender like generals
It's
wait for
up for
white
debate though.
flags.
We could talk about
They
it in
prepared their
live if y'all
gracious
want to
return speech, the one where they would take you back
dissect
but
and what
with
I
new
just said.
terms that centered their needs while minimizing yours. But something unexpected happened in that silence. You stopped reaching. Not with anger or dramatics. You simply stopped. The phone
Hey,
stayed silent.
that's really important what he just said, because I'm gonna take it somewhere else. Look, your reaction. We say this a lot. I know you hear a lot of other people say this. This is very important to watch your reaction to these tactics, because the main goal is to get you to react in a way that you look bizarre, to make you look like you just tripping. So reactions is the first. This is what you want to write down. First of all, put it big as day bold. Make sure you patient, make sure you calm, make sure you think before you say anything, make sure you think before you do anything, because I'm gonna tell you this, they gonna distract you so hard the way you just gonna react in a normal way, because you only in human form. You gonna react in a normal way, but it's not gonna be the reaction that you gonna need to do at that given moment, because at every time they come at you, it's for a reason. They got it strategically set up to make you look a certain way, because everything they do has to be documented, meaning they have to write it down, and in this fabricated file of yours, it's saying, hey, this is why we're surveillancing her, because they don't come to the point where this list is exposed. And their higher ups, it's not alleged YouTube. Their higher ups is giving them lead room to explain what changes is doing for these people, because these people are marked as a menace to society. It's the only reason why you able to be scapegoated on that motherfucker. They got you looking like a menace to society. Whether you just too crazy, where you out here robbing, stealing, killing, doing all this type of stuff they forcing you to do that you end up doing. They strategically got you profiled like that. Then when you react a certain way, you don't realize you reacted exactly how they profiled you, because you didn't think first to smile and sashay and wave, or even stick a middle finger past the tactic. Allegedly, listen to this. I'm doing too much. I know it, because I'm too characteristic when I explain stuff and people kind of misunderstand me. So let me just stop.
Not with anger or dramatics. You
Yeah.
simply stopped. The phone stayed silent. The texts went unsent.
I want you to
The
stay focused on the
explanations died
message
in your
and
throat
not
before they could
how
embarrass you
I
further.
deliver that
You
motherfucker.
understood finally what the divine had been trying to show you. This was not your person. This was your lesson. The pain wasn't punishment. It was
Right.
preparation.
Right.
Every tear was washing away an illusion.
To build
Every
you up.
sleepless night was detoxing you from an addiction to potential that would never
To build you up. Yeah,
materialize.
yeah, yeah. Let's start right there. Very important, because I just explained that they will put that, because they profiling you to look a certain way, whether it's a druggie, whether it's a buggy, what like buggy as in mentally bugged, like whatever it is, they gonna make you react that way with the tactics that they do in front of you using, implementing street theater and MK Ultra. So if you don't think twice, because that's how you're able to beat MK Ultra, thinking twice. The MK Ultra is a software, not a person. You could just like you. Too much YouTube, too much. I'm finna say how you finesse AI, but too much. But what I'm saying is like, so if you're not thinking twice, you going especially if you're not thinking twice, you're gonna do exactly what the software is playing out for you to act out on, because they gotta get street theater in the line, they gotta get all of this stuff in alignment so that you act a certain way. But if you thinking twice and you not being manipulated by the things that they're gonna try to introduce you to, like uh drugs, get you to taking stuff out the stores and all, because they have flying monkeys come in your ear and put you, when you get right in a predicament where you vulnerable, then they, oh, just do this and just do that, trust me, this how they work. And okay, let's just listen to Astro Autumn, because I'm doing too much.
Every sleepless night was detoxing you from an addiction to potential that would never materialize. The first few days were hell dressed as abandonment. You questioned everything. Your worth, your intuition, your
That's
standards.
the goal. And what
Maybe
you the
you really
second
were too
guess,
much. Maybe your
right?
expectations were unrealistic. Maybe love was
It's like
supposed to
making you
feel like
surrender in a way,
anxiety dressed in
into
affection.
control.
The gaslighting they had done was so effective that you started lighting matches against yourself.
You said you wanted a little getaway. This is not what I imagined.
It's like lighting yourself up to
Started lighting matches against yourself. But the divine intervened in your self-destruction, sent
surrender
messages
to
through
authority.
songs, through random conversations, through posts that felt written specifically for your situation. Slowly, the truth emerged from the fog of their deception. You weren't asking for too much. You were asking the wrong person. You weren't too intense. You were too real for someone who preferred performance. You weren't too demanding. You were too clear for someone who thrived in confusion.
You know, that's something
The
I be
problem was
needing to
never
hear
your standards. The problem
from
was
people
their
I
inability
love.
to
You
meet even the
wasn't,
basement level.
thank you, angels, for using the vessel to tell me that, because I be need. See, I'm getting weak in my knees thinking about it. I be needing people to say that to me, because I don't. I am not too sensitive. I am not have to tell myself that, but I be want other people to tell me, like, because people will make you feel like that, especially aside of being on the list, just me being on the spectrum, they put me especially in certain predicaments because they know that those validation things being snatched from me will drain me mentally as well. So it's like to not hear people acknowledge the fact that I jump these hurdles with flying colors like I'm in a relay match. Cause this ain't no normal person's way of living. Things that I have to overcome just to survive each day, not just a every other day type of thing. This is 24 hours a day jumping hurdles, babe. Like I said, they don't have me on no small fry list. So when people come at me and say, nah, this is make believe, ain't no way, because I don't get all that. Because, babe, I'm not getting what you get. I'm on some stuff they probably take Jay-Z through. Big fast, I'm just broke because they keep me like that. Don't think that I'm, and I hate when people look at me and think, because they see how my life is, that I'm just a lazy person. I'm to these brotherhood boys, they know that I am very strong, and I get that from track. See, look, I was pulling sleds at 13. I've been running tracks since a little girl, so I have a lot of momentum. Trust that. The thing is, they isolate my resources. I had to say it like that because that's what they do to keep me in a certain percentage, so that they can run their tactics on me in the best way possible. But see, that's too big for some people's minds to comprehend. But let's listen to Astro Auto.
Was their inability to meet even the basement level of what love actually requires. The second phase arrived like a thief in the night. Your transformation began in private, where real power always builds. No announcements, no revenge posts, no public displays of your pain. You went underground, into the sacred cave of self-reconstruction.
Yeah, because I
The
felt
divine
like I see. Look, this is angelic. You know, I felt like I had to, and I wanted to say this to Steve-O, my baby. I promise you, I support you. You probably taking stuff wrong, but this has been on my heart, and I'm happy I get to use these notes to explain it to you, because not one point did I not support you. Not at one point do I feel like, because this program put us in predicaments to where we have become rivals to each other, babe. And that it take us back to how the tribes had to live. They had to survive, and now we got history of hearing that our ancestors went against each other, enslaved each other. That's not what they wanted. That was what they was forced to do. They had no. They felt like you. They had no other choice, and that you do have a choice, babe. But see, look, I'm getting too emotional, babe. I'ma just save it for another day, right?
Divine met you there in the darkness, not with comfort, but with truth. You weren't too much. You were just too much for them. Your standards weren't too high. Their effort was too low. Your love wasn't too intense. Their capacity was too shallow. In
Nah, I
that
really
cave,
want you
you
want
discovered something.
this for Steve-O. I want because I think he related to me too. But look, this I've been supporting you since you and your girl was on here. Like, babe, I saw how close knit y'all was, how they was messing with y'all. Like me and Tony. I wish she was here to vouch right now. Tony passed away. I don't know if you know about it, but she was somebody else that watched you and supported you. And I used to talk to her. They was fucking with you and your girl, babe. And I kind of believe you know that too, and you feel like you just want to protect you and your family. You probably feel like, I'm psychic, real psychic. I was born with this shit, so it's a free read right now. You probably could donate and bless me. But look, I saw it. I've been telling you. I know you saw the messages. You never replied to me for years. I've been telling you when I saw it, babe. I cried when I promise you, God is my witness, babe. When I saw you post that, I was so sad for days. Cause I said to myself, them folks did that. I don't even know. You never even post what happened to her. But I know they did that, babe. Cause they was trying to break y'all. Y'all was a power couple. She believed in what you said. She was probably one of the few people that really believed what you was saying. But y'all was gaslighting each other. She was gaslighting you. You was gaslighting her. But they was making y'all do that. They was fucking with her, fucking with you, fucking with your car, pulling you over. I saw all that, babe. But see, look, you don't gotta prove a point to them. Stay true to you, cause you doing this for you and your young one. Because if we at the peak to where all of us getting justified, you just do it in your. You see what I learned from you though? You gotta do it in a professional way. You was right about that. You see how I real recognize real. I'm gonna take you see you a young one. I'm not. See, look, babe, I'm probably old enough to be your big sis, babe. So I'm gonna bring it to you like I'm your big sis, babe. Like we gotta. I learned that from you. I gotta pull back and do it more professional, babe. But we can't debunk what really go on out here, babe. You can't be, cause they scared of you. They not. Don't let them put fear in you, babe. Remember that you a king, babe. They know that. This bigger than what you think. Is bigger than what a lot of these people on the list think it's about DNA. That's not alleged. I ain't even gotta say that. The YouTube, it's all up in the air. Everybody already know. This stir from the tribes. This stir from the Trail of Tears. Our folks was put on this list, babe. See, a lot of these house guys, we not gonna disrespect them too much, cause those folks disrespected our ancestors, calling them house, Niggers. So I'm gonna teach them how to be kind and call them house guys, hung boys, cause they helped the create the founders that hung their ancestors when they correlate with this program. But see, they don't know that. And I'm here with you with your helps to explain that to them, so maybe they could think twice when they come out here and try to scheme against us. Cause we come from a lineage, y'all, that was suppressed, oppressed like this. They walked among us. But see, we scared. We got scared. Our master told us to obey him, babe. Took our notes, babe. So we can't go off there. You go off you, cause God lives in you. I ain't here to invert nobody. I'm here to show you. God lives through us. He told us that's where we find him, babe, through us. So you walk that path that he's seeing you, no matter what it is, whether you Christian, Buddhist, whatever, Muslim, Allah, whatever. Your personal relationship with him, just like we give each other nicknames, that's how I come. Cause, you know, I will always tell people, my God. You can't tell me what to call my God. He tell us, anoint Yah. Well, that's what hallelujah means. People keep forgetting that. That's the one thing our ancestors left for us. We just spelt it different. We notice that's the one thing that all of us got. Every religion, hallelujah. We just spell that bitch different. But if you break it down, and that motherfucker means to anoint Yah. Who the fuck is Yah? Yahoo? You know? Think twice before we speak, babe. And that's what I do. So that means it's coming straight from the creator himself.
Something that changed everything. The pain they caused wasn't random. It was surgical, designed to remove illusions you had been carrying about love,
Thank you, Father.
about worth, about what you
Yes.
deserved versus what you had been accepting.
Yes.
Every wound they inflicted was
See, look,
actually the universe.
everything we do to each other, I keep telling the brotherhood this when I come, when I we cross paths, you know, some little strategic shit. Everything we do gotta come back to us. Everything you do gotta come back to you. Make sure that shit a blessing, so you will get a blessing back, bitch.
Performing necessary surgery,
So
removing
when you keep
toxic
that in mind,
patterns,
whatever they do don't even
extracting
cross your mind.
generational
You smiling
curses,
through that bitch sachet,
excavating
you flat
trauma
my
bonds
tire,
you had
bitch.
mistaken for connection.
Spec forward on,
The
cause it come a
reconstruction wasn't
hundredfold
pretty.
now.
You had to face
Cause
parts
you
of
see,
yourself you
look, it's like an electricity effect, bitch. It's like when people, I never get scared when people do voodoo and witchcraft and well, all that shit y'all be saying. See, real, cause see, look, they called my ancestors witches when they was really magical beings that these folks studied and started practicing this bitch and didn't understand that it was not never your gift. So, bitch, you're doing demonic shit. But then they come against people like me who God sends it straight to our fucking portals, bitch.
had been avoiding. The part that accepted less
You
because
can't
it was
tell me my
familiar. The
angels
part that mistook
aren't
intensity
my
for
loved
intimacy.
ones that just
The part
passed on. There's no way that Julan remember to bless me in ways that happened when she was alive. There's no way you're gonna tell me to not talk to Granny when Granny's giving me flowers and detouring my car. When your demonic spirits are putting you in the fist fight, bitch. Mine's is pulling me out.
that confused chaos with
There's
chemistry.
no way they're
The
evil,
part
so
that
it's
had been
nothing you could
programmed
tell
to
me.
earn love through endurance.
Nah, I
These weren't
understand if I had that paranormal activity that some of these people be having, then I say, hell yeah, she needs to get fucking execution, whatever y'all call that chick, exorcist. I agree, but see, look, my dreams don't be like yours, and my blessings, my storks don't be like yours. So I'm following mine,
just patterns, they were possessions, entities
and
that had
my
been
angels
living
just
rent
love
free
that
in your
they
psyche,
smile in the
sabotaging
atmosphere
every
when I
attempt at healthy
enhance
connection.
the
While
blessings,
you
bitch, and
rebuilt
let
in
people know.
silence, they
Yeah,
celebrated what they thought was
celebration,
freedom.
baby.
They filled your absence with easier prey, people who didn't challenge them, partners who accepted
See, when you make it a way of living, you angels don't scare you, people do.
crumbs and called it a feast. They surrounded themselves with mirrors that reflected back exactly what they wanted to see. No depth, no challenge,
Because then the
no
brotherhood,
growth.
if they did good, they'll have good angels following them. They won't need to get the place with the priest in there throwing holy water. They won't need the Florida water. They'll have good angels protecting that bitch naturally.
Just empty validation from empty vessels.
Thank you, Father.
If this message hits your spirit, hype
Because it's
this
a way of
video so
living.
more chosen ones
You
like you.
let's tell the Baker Boys, you attach yourself to your way of living. You're gonna get those lost ones that your ancestors made lost surrounding you until you do better. And this is for research purposes, YouTube. And if you living right, because those angels you see you doing it, you're gonna get those good angels protecting us for people like you who not living right.
And find it. The parties got louder but
So
felt
they gonna get
quieter.
the
The
woo
connections multiplied but felt
activity, and
lonelier.
we gonna get
They
the
were collecting
birds and the
people like
bees.
trophies, but trophies don't keep you warm at night.
We're gonna hear the
They don't
chirps.
answer the phone at 3 a.m. when anxiety attacks. They don't see through your performance to the pain underneath. They don't hold space for your transformation because they're too busy
You want
maintaining
to hear
their
the
own
chirps
facade.
in your background and not
So what are the
the
penalties for
freaky
not
ghost
filing a...
that's blowing the woo noises in your in the jumping up out your sleep from having a paranormal activity. Then live better. Start sneaking, doing good things for people. Run and do it, and don't let them see you. Let the angels see you do that type shit. Then you get in the chirps. You know,
taxes?
the
Here's the
flowers
damage. There are
blown
two
on your
different
car when
penalties
you
you'll be
sitting there,
hit with. The first is
butterflies,
the interest
fruits
on the money you
swarming
owed,
around
which
you,
is
bitch.
8%
It's
and
called
updates
energetic.
quarterly.
They don't hold space for your transformation because they're too
Energetic
busy
karma, babe.
maintaining their own facade. Every new person they met got compared to you without them realizing it.
See, look,
The
people don't want to hear it. Let them come straight jacket me. But let me tell you this first. This is the truth too, right? See, look, these folks been studying me since I was a little girl. Had my pole mama just putting her in situations. So when they send her a letter, oh, we have a clinical trial. Give your daughter 150. They pole mama making her do that. When I look back, they had little bitch going to these little crazy places a lot. Checked out though.
someone laughed, too forced compared to
Checked
your
out all the
genuine
time.
joy.
150,
The way
250,
someone listened,
$500.
too distracted compared to your full presence.
Let's keep it
The way
100 though
someone
before they
loved,
come try to
too
do what they gonna do.
conditional
Y'all got
compared
all
to
the
your
proof.
unlimited
Screen record
devotion.
this bitch.
They didn't consciously make these
So if
comparisons.
y'all don't see me post all these screen recordings, post it because it's gonna be alignment and expose it real quick because we in the era of alignment.
Their soul did it automatically, like a computer running background programs they
Thank
couldn't
you,
shut
Father.
off. But the universe has a sense of humor darker than midnight.
Right.
Your name kept
Hey,
coming up.
see,
In
God made the universe. He's sarcastic when he try to show us things, when he try to bless us, when he try to prove a point to others that come against us. And it's just how the universe work in alignment when it's supposed to happen, baby. So when you live right, you get to see that alignment play out in real time and talk how I'm talking. So these folks, they keep moving funny like this because they know they done really got to a point to where they done showed their alliances too much. They done showed where it's coming from. They done show how they can do it because they've been getting emotional with it, getting outside of protocol now just to prove a point to certain people like me that's exposing them behind the scenes. So let's keep going. If I said I could back it up, let's
name
go.
kept coming up.
Let's
In
see the
conversations they
angels
didn't expect.
confirm what I just
In
said.
rooms they thought were safe.
Oh,
In moments when they tried to forget you
thank you,
existed.
Father.
Everyone had
Give me the
something to
words that
say
I
about
can't
you.
I
How
can't
you were
say.
doing amazing things. How you looked better than ever. How you seemed to glow with a peace
Hmm.
that made no sense considering
The
what you had
angels
been through.
are sweet.
The reports were consistent. You hadn't just survived. You had thrived in ways that
It's like
defied
they
logic.
know that that's a part of your natural being of a human being. You need that electricity type of effect of a gesture to play out in your life. I can't even explain
At
that shit,
first they dismissed these
but they
reports.
do that.
People exaggerate. Social media lies.
Yeah.
Everyone posts their best moments. But the reports kept coming. From different sources, different contexts, different perspectives, all saying the same thing. You were different, not just better. Transformed. Like something had been activated in you that couldn't be turned off. A light had been switched on that made everything around you brighter. They started investigating, casually at first,
Hmm.
a quick check of your social media, but what they saw disturbed them. This wasn't the broken person they
Because
had expected to
I
find.
live the way
This wasn't
I
someone
can't
drowning in
explain it.
bitterness.
I'm the
This was
same
someone who
person.
had found something they never knew existed, peace without them.
I'm the same person with each and every person I meet. I go extra hard. People in my life would vouch for that and tell you, like, I go extra hard in my life. So when these people try to portray me as doesn't fit my profile when people naturally run into me. Facts.
Joy without
That's
them,
why I'm telling you it's
success
important
without
to
them, love
not
without
be
them, not from
become
someone else, from
become
yourself.
of the
The kind
program.
of love that doesn't require
Don't let
external
it persuade you
validation
into
because it
living
generates
a
its own
certain way
energy.
that you don't
Meanwhile,
live by.
they began to feel the weight of what they had done.
That naturally
Not guilt
justifies you and your character, by the way.
exactly. People like that don't feel guilt the way you do. They feel consequences. The new relationships lacked substance. Every conversation felt like an echo of something better they once had. Every intimate moment felt hollow compared to the depth you brought. They had traded a feast for fast
Hmm.
food, and now their soul was starving.
And I told you,
The
y'all, I've been
comparison
getting
became
this every single day, floods of DMs, texts, like I'm being sarcastic with the emails, but just messages from everybody that I've just like known in the past with the I was so wrong about you. And it's like alignment because it's like I said, angels do this. They use people like we are a vessel. That's it. You feel me? And God allow our spirit guys to do that because they guiding us. But they use angels. They use vessels when you need it to tell you certain things, to give you them certain fucking momentum in your brain and your body and your being as a vessel to do certain things, to carry out certain things, to be your best fucking self. And each and every day I see that shit and I just don't fall into it because I know better. But I only because I be knowing certain things gonna happen and that keep me from detouring like falling into people's trap because a lot of people in my past I need to keep in the past. I know that. But not only that, it's something that I be needing. It's like a closure that a lot of us people that's on this list be needing because they turn people, loved ones, relationships against us just so that we don't have favor in the situation that they put us in, whether it's them help you out of it, whether they give you a resource to overcome whatever it was, down to just giving you mental uplifting on that motherfucker. They brainwash them in a way that they just feel like whatever it is because of you, so they treat you the worst in every situation in every way. So like when you get closure in situations like that, baby, that shit help you keep going. It's like, God, he telling you, baby, you on the right path. Keep going. Don't let nothing turn your ass back.
Comparison became unbearable, not because they wanted to compare, because they couldn't stop. Every person they touched felt cold compared to your warmth. Every conversation felt surface compared
Like
to your depth.
that's with any
Every
career.
connection felt
When you get
forced
that
compared to your
mold,
flow.
that's
They were
God
trying to
telling you that's your
recreate a
field.
frequency
Don't
they
let
had
nothing
rejected.
detour you from it.
Trying to
Nothing.
find your channel on radios that couldn't pick up your signal. The
Whether it's a
third act
nursing
began when they
job,
started
shit,
checking on you
you
indirectly.
got you got
Never
something that they
directly.
needing over there.
Cowards never approached directly. They used fake accounts. They asked mutual friends. They drove by places they thought you might be. They became detectives
And see, look, this
investigating
gonna
their own
relate to a lot of
privacy.
people because a lot of people dealing with a lot of exes and a lot of people that's like now coming around. Don't let them distract you. Even if it's an ex friend that just like left you in the mud, like be cautious of people, but give them your love from afar because you never know that person may be needing, some type of love or affection from you, depending on what type of relationship it is.
What they found disturbed them more than your anger ever could have. You were thriving without them. Not the fake thriving people post about. Real, sustainable, undeniable elevation.
Because I
Your
got a
energy
work
had
partner
changed.
that just paid me back from months ago yesterday. Can y'all believe this shit? I said out the blue too. Because because let me tell you, they just felt bad though. Because that's how they hit me up. Like had to find me on Messenger. Don't even got my new number. Like, hey, I gotta give you this back. Cause like, I ain't gonna say too much personal shit, but it just distracted me a little bit, but and put me in alignment, like, yeah, keep going, boo. Yeah, 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 yeah. The angel saw that.
Not bitter. Something worse for them. Indifferent. You had
Forcefully
moved beyond
had to
revenge
pay
into
me back.
something they
That's what
couldn't
that was.
touch.
See,
Peace.
I don't
Real.
give man credit. I give the angels that, babe. Because like I said, God give us each angel while we living on earth first. So when people say, oh, once a person died, they dead. No, that's what you believe. Shit, God gave me my folks, so they could learn my habits up close and personal, like a fucking small class. My teacher get to hear me first, bitch. My uncle, he got to learn things I like. My auntie got to learn things I like. My granny got to learn certain things that only she do, so that when she from afar, bitch, she can do what she do, bitch. And I know where it came from. She left her name with it. See, people ain't that aligned to see that, and that's too big for them to think. So they kind of like doubt motherfuckers when they talk like that. But you can't tell me nothing.
Real peace. The kind that comes from understanding that some people
That's
are meant to
big
be
facts
lessons,
too. Emphasize
not
on
life
bold with
sentences.
big facts.
You had graduated from their university of pain with
Yes,
honors
ma'am.
they could never achieve.
Yes,
The
sir.
whispers started reaching them more frequently. Everyone they asked about you said the same thing. You were the best.
This might
Thank
shock
you.
you,
The
but
Angels
50
is
years
sweet.
old, no
And y'all,
tech
this ain't
background,
nothing but
and
a little
works with
sativa.
robots. Let that
So
sink in. This is 20
let
grads in
that
20
sink
days of
in.
people who've taken our
Cause
programs
people
with no
be
tech
people be
background who now have
gaslighting the
successful
shit
tech
out of me,
careers.
but I
Dude
get
used to
it.
be a lineman.
Everyone they asked about you said the same thing. You were the best. Past tense became present tense in their mouth. You are the best. They tried to correct the narrative, tried to explain their side, tried to paint you as the problem. But
See,
truth
this
has a
the
way of
thing. Let's stop
surviving
right here,
every
cause
light.
that's important too. See, we want to be seen, since, cause we got good folks out here looking out, cause they got the list, baby. Yes, remember that list was subpoenaed back in 2000. See, a lot of y'all ain't really researching and doing research. See, my homie got me on hit. I'm telling you, Tony H, y'all. I'm gonna do a separate professional video for my baby. I haven't been able to do it. She was like a sister to me, y'all. Like, just gave me a lot of knowledge that we never got to doing a live like we was supposed to do. Just cause we had a lot of similarities. Little mama was on a high ranked level of tactics. They was using heavy technology on her because they was trying to XEX traffic that girl, just like they was trying to do me. They was doing the same. Matter of fact, baby, and I would never. once an angel, I told you I'm not scared. Angels, I'm more scared. I said it backwards. I'm more scared of angels because you don't play with angels, babe. Because people ain't as powerful even with technology as angels are. Because they don't have free will. They have to do what God tell them to do. Like us, we work. The angels work for us. They work. That's why we get. This is my theory. Not this is I'm not telling you this is true. This is how I feel. I have to keep giving disclaimers because I don't know what people be thinking. But like I feel like God gave us our loved ones because we get loved ones that pass on at some point. I believe all those are our ancestors. Once they pass over, they got to learn us in the physical. They got to know what we like. That's why earlier I said, shit, when I get stored full of blessings with certain fucking blessings in them, I know it came from Granny. I know that came from Auntie July. I know damn well that was Uncle Winfrey with those free parts for my car because me and him fixed my car all the time. It's just shit I can't explain that nobody can tell me nothing. And the only reason I'm alive to know that, to get those aligned blessings from those certain angels to let me know they not one thing they pass. They definitely angels in heaven because they give is giving good deed vibes instead of demonic. Oh God, Uncle Sam is sending me to the yams. That type of shit. No, none of that. Those free breaks that I just got, that free tune-up thing that came right in alignment. Oh shit, I need a fucking oil job. That's some angelic shit. I know definitely Uncle made it over. Claim to receive that. So when I get those flying 50s flying down the block, this is real facts too. No stories made up here, y'all. Family members had to witness these things. They see these videos. So I would never try to impress people and look stupid. But when those 50s flying in the wind when we walking, takes me back to walking with Auntie Julian, to the store, and we got this. Oh God, boo, that's 20s on the floor. We see it in real shit too. And when that happened, I know that and it always happen when you need shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how I know that came. I'm being sarcastic with an example though, by the way. Like I know that came from Auntie July. See, but I'm so in alignment that I'm in enlightened with my angels and accepting of my angels uh guiding me, that they appreciate me. And that's not evil. That's is what's evil is to judge people and their beliefs. We don't know that because sins come in different forms and stuff. That are we got to be careful as a whole how we because we're not supposed to judge people. I would hate to be the judge, by the way. Like we're not supposed to judge people because God give us our own instructions. We just like babies. Babies don't come with manuals. They are them own themselves. Baby, you might parent this one this way and have to be forced to parent that one that way. Just it's what it is. So like when I come like this, it make me feel like people gonna gaslight you when you know. Just like some girl just told me she hears stuff. This I just had this. I can show you the text too to prove a point. This girl just texted me and said, "Hey, if I'm hearing voices, this the program doing this because they trying to take her baby." I'm not gonna say too much. She said, "If I'm hearing this, the first time I ever heard this girl say this, and this right after her just getting prescribed some medication." I gotta say that first. The girl said, "If I'm hearing voices, what do I do? Do I tell my therapist, what up, her psychiatrist?" I said, "Hold up. If you hearing voices, you definitely need to talk to your psychiatrist about that because." Obviously you have a problem you need to get help with. But if you never heard voices before and you just started hearing it, it might be the medicine. So maybe you still need to talk to your doctor. So I can't tell you without a doctor. That's exactly what I told her. You need to call. Tomorrow is Monday. Matter of fact, that's why I just told her. She just told me this today. I said, tomorrow, Monday, you need to call them tomorrow. So, but what I'm going to tell you that I couldn't tell her because she don't know about the program is that I just explained to y'all that if a lot of y'all saw this video, if you didn't go back and look at my other live, I forgot what it's titled, but y'all, I literally told you these people prescribed me some medication. I did the research on that motherfucker, and the symptoms and side effects was delusions and uh, muscle so I forgot what it said, how I said it, but in other words, I was gonna lose the feeling in my legs and heart attack like symptoms and shit. I'm complaining about this and you trying to make, and it said and something else. delusions and hearing voices. Yeah, I didn't take it. I read it, right? And I told her, I called them right away, told them like, listen, cause what I will tell you the truth is, I tried it one time before I read all of that. When I first read it, it said Google didn't give me the full layout of symptoms when I first read it. So I tried it and I had a bad headache. Like just one pill gave me a headache for 2 fucking weeks, y'all, and I only took one. So I dig deep in it. Like a week later, after my headache wouldn't go away, and I saw all that shit, I was like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" So called her, and she haven't even reached back out to me yet. But I called her and told her like it had gave me a headache, so I couldn't continue with it. I took anxiety medicine in the past. Maybe we need to put me back on that one, but that one I don't like it. I said honestly, all I need is uh my sativa or cannabis, but you know cannabis is illegal, because really that's the only thing help. I always tell every therapist that, like, that's because my therapist don't prescribe me medicine. I've been going to see, I've been seeing having family therapy since I was like 16. Like my mama took me when I got old enough. I continued to go when I had kids. They had to go because my oldest daughter, she was diagnosed with autism young. So she went through speech, physical, all behavioral therapy. Then my youngest one, they said she was ADHD, but now we seeing that she was autistic the whole time too. But she went through her behavioral therapy, and we did family therapy since they was little. And my doctors never prescribed me crazy shit. They always put as needed on my stuff, and they always, if anything, give me anxiety medication. And I'm not gonna even lie. I tried the one my old therapist used to give me in North Miami, and he used to give me like 10 or 5 milligrams of it, and I remember taking it because my mama used to force me to take it. She used to be up on my, because I had postpartum depression back then, and it really worked. So I told her, if anything, if you want to give me anxiety medication, I'd rather take something that I took other than the Zoloft and stuff they was trying to give me that was gonna give me anger problems. I don't need anger problems. So I'm a calm person. I want to stay calm. I don't want to get something that's gonna make me, because we don't okay, excuse me, YouTube, cannabis don't make you angry. It don't do, it's not like those other enhancers and street things that the other young adults be doing. Cannabis just calms you down. It's like a brain focus. It should be called a vitamin. They should legalize it and call it a vitamin. It's like a melatonin. Make it a melatonin vitamin. And that, if you want to be sarcastic, but let's okay. Put a calcium DCE multivitamin melatonin. There you go. I help them, y'all.
Truth has a way of surviving every lie told
Yeah,
about
put
it.
that on there, because a lot
People
of
saw
us,
through
that's
their
all we need, babe.
revisionism. Everyone knew what they had lost. Some
Let's
even
keep it
said it to
peaceful.
their face. After a few drinks, when truth serum kicked in, their friends would mention it. You fumbled bad with that one. That was the one, wasn't it? You'll never find another like that. These comments landed like
Yes,
punches
sir.
they couldn't block. Each one a reminder of what everyone
This
could see
brightness is
except them,
too bright.
or rather what they had seen but chosen to ignore. This is when the haunting began. Not supernatural. Worse, natural consequences arriving right on schedule. Every time they tried to move forward, your ghost stood in the way. Not your actual presence, your absence. The space you left couldn't be filled because it was carved specifically for your energy. They tried forcing others into your shape. It never worked. Square pegs in
See,
a
look,
round
that's
hole
some
that you
that
had.
look. See, I gotta. Since we reacting to the video, that is very, very, very crazy to hear that, because a lot of things, a lot of people that's trying to distract me come in with the manipulative ways, manipulative ways to force me into decisions that's gonna put me in traps and shit. And look, y'all, I always, oh yeah, I'm gonna read the comments, y'all, before I get off. But look, I always get into that moment. And I remember, like, every time I go against what I say I'm gonna do, I always end up in bad situations. I'm saying this because it's very important. They send flying monkeys in your path to distract you, because not only do they want to distract you from what you're doing, they want to cause you to be in a situation where now you're losing more money, and now you might lose a resource. When I say this, listen, you're gonna lose a resource, whether it's that person that's gonna help you with something, because they probably gonna help you with something you don't even understand they about to help you with, or it's just a business situation. So follow me on this, because right now they want us to be homeless, and this, keep this in mind with everything, so you react better. It's the whole goal, because right now a lot of us finna, you gonna need a lawyer though. A lot of us gonna be able to get compensated for being on the list. Don't say you ain't hear it from me though. Yeah, like, don't, that's why I
Square
keep telling
pegs in a
people it's
round hole
important.
that
Don't
you had
debunk.
carved into their
Don't debunk what
existence.
people saying,
The haunting
and
had
if
specific
anything,
triggers.
support
A
what they
song that
saying
you
and
loved
help
playing
them
in a
deliver
public
it
place.
better, if
Someone
anything.
wearing your
But don't
signature
go to
scent.
war with them, because you
A
gonna
phrase you
debunk
used to say
everything we
coming from a
mean,
stranger's
and
mouth.
a lot of people, see,
These
look, a
moments.
lot of people gonna get left behind too, because they gonna start acting like most of these people that's really not on the list, listening to what they say, and now you fall into the psychopath lane of targeted individuals. But that's, listen, it don't stop for the ones that's actually going through it. It's just like a Diddy trial. Some of these people get chopped off with their allegations, and some people like, hey, she, she really did go through this. Like, a lot of us gonna have that type of backing, because people are following us around. See, I even told little mama this earlier. She gotta live better, because she got a little case and people watching you. You can't have all these people on you all day. You can't be walking around like this. You can't be hanging with this person. You can't be doing all that. You can't be smoking weed all day, all that shit. Look at, because these folks watching you. Not for the people that's on the list. We got good folks that's watching them do shit to us, and they also watching how we react. They watching our interactions. They watching how we mingle, how we socialize with other people, how we are to pedestrians. Are we stopping at crosswalks, bitch? All that. Analyzing like, hold up, this don't fit this profile. So yeah, she really went through this. That type of vibe. So I don't know if you understand, but it's a way of living.
A phrase you used to say coming from a stranger's mouth. These moments ambushed them in broad daylight, made them lose their composure in public,
But see,
made them
these pretty important people be leaving me notes. They be seeing it. They leave me little tags like that was beautiful. Like when I jump a hurdle, you know what I mean? To y'all real T-house who go through this shit, you know how when you jump a little hurdle that they put in your path, at the finish line, I get one of they little Eastern Star affiliated wives or affiliates, in the circle that saw it all play out from their lens. Like, damn, you did that shit beautiful. Cause they, in other words, like, damn, you don't need to be on this list. In other words,
excuse
bitch.
themselves from conversations to catch their breath.
Yeah. And
You were
those are the
everywhere
ones
and
that's
nowhere
that's turning snitch.
simultaneously. Sleep became their enemy.
See, look, that's why it's important to look like you really blessing people out here when they do shit to you. Smile, sachet, because even they own watching. And guess what? Some of them getting contacted from the good guys and that's investigating, and they hitting them up at coffee meetings, unmarked.
The hours between 2 and 5 a.m.
Hey,
turned into torture
can we
chambers.
talk over
That's
brunch?
when the full weight of their choice would descend. No distractions, no noise, no people to perform for, just them and the truth.
And one of them a few of them gonna deny. Just a few of them that just, oh man. Annie Mae Bell told her daughter right. She's like, yeah, I don't think I should do this, but I don't like how they're doing that young lady. Type shit. Leave an effect on their ass. Like, she can't go to sleep, scratching a leg at night, bitch. So when these type of good folks approach them, YouTube, this is why it's important to look good too, right? Helping you look. Can't sleep at night when that good person in the government reach out to them. And they have that card sleeping on it. They gonna get up, call them. Hey, look, it's nothing. It's nothing they could do. It's already. I'm just telling y'all what's been happening as in past tense. These are the stories. These are the whistleblowers. These are the ones that turned snitch that done gave them up. So it's like observance. It's like observation alley right now. So it's most important for them to look good by being kind to the people that's on the list, because the list is exposed already. It's already known that Valencia. See, my thing is with the targets. I'm not trying to prove to you that I'm on the list. I'm really just giving you sauce. So, because I'm already discovered, like I got important people. I must say that now. I shouldn't even say it, but I'm gonna say it anyways. Important people that support this channel that have already agreed that every tactic being used on me is high level, not just that I'm being targeted. It's high level tactics being used on me and my fucking family, and the fact that I'm still here to tell my story is big to them. So it's like I don't win nothing on here. Just like the people think that when I react to certain videos, I'm getting paid for, or when I do, like even when I did a little fake trend with Peach McIntyre on my TikTok, I was really experiment in the algorithm to see why I wasn't getting views, and I got a bunch of interactions. So at the end of my social experiment, I come up with the fact that people are fucking entwined to toxicity, you know. And that's 11:11 on the time. As soon as I'm about to press Astral Autumn video, y'all. Let's finish.
No noise, no people to perform for.
Yeah.
Just them and
I'm
the
gonna put
truth
this
they
right
spent
here.
all day running from. They had discarded gold for glitter, and now the glitter was choking them. The fourth phase arrived with attempts at contact. Subtle at
Yeah,
first,
tell me a
a
couple
reaction to
things
your
that you
story,
had to
a
overcome
response to
this
something
week.
you posted,
Not just today.
testing the
Some
waters to
things
see
you
if you
had
would
to go through
engage.
this week
You didn't.
that you proud
Your
of yourself
silence
for
spoke
overcoming.
louder than any response could have. You had learned the ultimate power move, indifference, not performed indifference.
This a
Real
different
bone
level of
deep disconnection from
motivation,
their
because somebody
existence.
gonna come in
They
and see that
escalated.
if they might
The
be
"I've
going
been
through it,
thinking about
it'll
you"
motivate
message,
them.
the "hope you're doing well" text, the "you crossed my mind today" lie. Each attempt bounced off your armor of
So
absence.
as y'all
You had
come
become
in,
unreachable, not because
y'all
you blocked
tell
them,
me something
because
that
you
you
had
had to
transcended
overcome
them.
this week that
You
you
existed
proud
now in a
of,
realm they couldn't access, a
that you felt
frequency
like
they
you
couldn't
couldn't
tune
get out
into,
of.
a dimension where their currency held no value. The messages they sent went unread, not because you were playing games, because you genuinely had better things to do. Your life had become so full that their attempt at re-entry didn't even register as important. You weren't ignoring them.
Yeah.
You had forgotten them. Not in anger, in evolution. They had become irrelevant to your journey, a closed chapter in a book you were no longer reading. The realization hit them like divine lightning. They had asked everyone about you after the fact. Everyone had told them the truth. You were the best thing that would ever happen to them. And they had thrown it away for what? For the illusion of better options, for the false promise of freedom, for the ego boost of feeling desired by many, while being truly loved by one.
Can you
I
believe
like
these are
that.
actually earphones? They look like pretty earrings, but they are actually the new smart Bluetooth.
For the ego boost of
Oh,
feeling
so they
desired by
posted it. I
many,
was sitting
while
here
being
waiting.
truly loved by one.
See, that was
The
confirmation. I
mathematics.
said 11:11, and I didn't see that. I was waiting for Uber to post my money, and I was literally daydreaming at it though. But they posted my money exactly at fucking 11:11, y'all.
Of their mistake became clear. They had traded one
I had to
person who
lock
would
my
have given
card
them everything for multiple people who gave them nothing. They exchanged depth for surface area,
because all that
quality
is
for
gas
quantity,
for tomorrow.
a
My
home for a
gas up.
series of hotel rooms, a feast for a buffet of empty plates. The abundance they thought they were choosing turned out to be
See, look,
scarcity
I
dressed
tell
in
y'all, I
variety.
told y'all come in and tell me your obstacle or a few obstacles if that's what it is that you overcame this week, babe. That you thought you could get out of. Cause look, I'm gonna tell you right now, like shit just fall in my lap like a stork. As I notice when I do stuff out of emotion to help somebody or something, or even myself, I get a random fucking blessing. And this week, that's what it's been like. When I felt like I couldn't get shit done, just up against the wall, like fuck, to the point where I might have to ask family members to help me. And y'all, I say that because I want to get you a personality trait of mine. Like, I don't like to ask people for help. So it's like when I get to that point, and my folks know this too, my loved ones, if she asks and her ass really need it, because I don't ask nobody for shit. So if I get to that point, if I got to get to that point, I'm going to get in hustle mode and overwhelm myself. But this week I didn't have to overwhelm myself. I just like stories, boom, 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 with situations to where I'm able to like look back and say, damn, what can I help my mama with this week? What can I love when I put myself in position, but then they boom find me, boom, then they take this, and then that's how my week been. But I noticed that I'm being rewarded when I just take the extra leap of faith and still bless somebody, still get like my whole meal. I gave it to this homeless guy because he begging for $1. Look, are you hungry? I can even go in the store and get you a drink. I got food stamps. Here you go. Here go the meal because I wasn't gonna eat it. Boom. Here I go. I get blessed with a situation. That's how shit
The
works.
abundance they thought they were choosing turned out to be
That's how I get out of
scarcity
most
dressed in
things they do when
variety.
they sabotage me.
Now they sat in their
Somebody
self-created
bless
prison,
me randomly for
surrounded by
something I
everything
just
they
did.
thought they wanted,
Like, here, I'm paying you
feeling
back.
nothing they actually needed. The variety they
Right on
chased turned
time.
out
It's
to
in
be
alignment.
variations of emptiness. The freedom they sought became isolation. The options they collected became obligations. They had everything and nothing simultaneously. The fifth act unfolded in their quiet moments. 3 a.m. became their enemy. That's when your memory attacked most viciously. Not the fights, not the ending. The good times. The depth of connection they had carelessly discarded. The conversations that went until sunrise. The understanding that required no words. The
So,
peace of being fully known and still completely accepted.
see,
They
look.
had that.
Today, that rings a bell with my whole day doing orders today. It's like, if I didn't know, first of all, this is what helped me know because I do my surroundings. The GPS was taking me everywhere but where I needed to go. Plus, I hadn't gone to the gas station. I told myself to stop first, but little here, I wanted to put more. I wanted to throw a dub in my tank. So let me do this order. It was 1975, 2 orders. And they was taking me everywhere but where I needed to go, getting deep into the mountains back there to us. No gas station now. To where I said, oh, hell no. Turned the GPS off and wrapped that bitch, found the house. The customer was playing. And I thank this truck every day because it's like a gas guzzler. But one thing about it's a big ass tank to where I was able to deliver with excellence to my customer, go above and beyond, make it to the gas station, and then, continue with my orders, y'all. But they put me in the predicament to where I was gonna break down if I would have waited on the GPS and followed the GPS. That's what I'm trying to explain. If I would have followed the GPS, I probably would have ran out of gas. That's why,
They
y'all,
had you,
it's good
and
to
they
have
chose to
somebody
walk
with you. They
away.
could
The
Google
memories came in
off
waves,
their phone,
triggered
get a
by the
different
smallest things.
GPS. Like,
The
you
way
gotta
morning
have
light hit their
secondary
window.
shit,
You used to love morning light.
portable
The
charger.
smell of coffee brewing. You took yours
And I say portable charger because I had to use mine for some reason. My shit wasn't working right here. I had to put it in my portable charger.
with 2
So yeah,
sugars. The
get
sound
you
of
like
rain.
2 portable
You would make them
chargers.
dance in it. These
Solar,
memories weren't just recollections.
solar
They were
chargers.
hauntings. Ghosts of a
If
life
you're
they had
doing this for
murdered with their
gig
own
work, y'all, if
hands.
you're doing
They
gig
tried
work,
to share these experiences with others.
if you're doing gig work, this is for you. Get you some portable chargers that's always charged up before you start. Before you even do a delivery, make sure both of them. If you got one, just make sure it's. I would say get two. Make sure it's charged up fully, and make sure you got a secondary phone or GPS. This is a must right here. Make sure you have a secondary GPS and do not fall asleep. Look, they just turned the software on me. Remember I told y'all earlier in this live that I could tell because like I'm really OCD with stuff. I've been like this since a child. I notice small things and sounds. I'm like a little Beethoven type of mind, so I notice certain frequencies and it's like a pitch type of sound. Look, I'm giving y'all sauce. This $1 million technology now. So this $1 million sauce. Don't knock it. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling you. But when they turn it on, it's like a frequency. You can hear it if you like really listen like that, right? I have like this mute type of mind to where I use the senses people that can't see use. Put it like that. But you can hear it, and it made this type of loud pitch when they turn that shit on. So I could tell they just turned it off because I just said that, and that shit is like really funny because it's like, oh shit, that's really uh proof that they can really read people's thoughts. So I don't judge people when they say they can hear the V2K. But if you don't, if you like a type of person to where you don't feed into stuff like that, they won't use it because it costs for them to turn the software on. The MK Ultra one is easier for them to manipulate, and I believe that's the reason why they use that a lot. And this is for research purposes, YouTube. So I believe they use the MK Ultra one because it's just like a software that you copy and paste. Like that's why they came out with that, and everybody can use that feature. But imagine them copying and pasting a protocol that makes you do certain gestures, that make you react to certain feelings, make you increase certain feelings, because that's basically what the technology they use can do to you. Because they can't really, I don't know, they probably are more advanced, but I believe they can only enhance how you already feel. That's why they keep you in a low vibration, because the technology increase how you feel. Not you subjected to any tactic they use around you, whether it's street dealer, somebody come around you with certain shit. So, and now they using it on the people too. So these people who be a part of these little protest type street theater projects, that's what I call it, because they really tell these people lines and they give them certain phrases to use. I can tell because it's like a pattern of it. A lot of them say the same things. They may say it different, but they all say the same thing. They all use certain phrases. They all use certain schemes. They all use certain plots. They all use the mental health card, and it's a one reason they do it. It's just to discredit you, so that if you say anything, it don't matter whether you're trying to justify what happened, your situation, whether you're trying to explain what you saw, what you heard, whatever, it just discredits you, because automatically you are compared to somebody else that had this happen and they figured this person is schizophrenic. And again, like I said, all of these labels was made up anyways. Because I'm gonna say this, and this is alleged. This is just my theory. A lot of these labels were made because they didn't understand other conditions. Like I'm gonna say one thing, autism. They didn't understand a lot of like bipolar, and this is scientists is studying this too, but I'm not gonna tell you that it's factual. But I know that they're looking into the fact that a lot of these symptoms mimic autism, and some things they was probably wrong about. I said probably, emphasis on probably, wrong about a lot of disorders. So and that probably may never be exposed, or it may, to, you just never know. But because it explain a lot of things, babe. But a lot of these things, they use certain labels like schizophrenia. I'm just clean to that, and bipolar. They use these two because these two exhibit uh uh these two mimic paranoia. So this is important because now that explains everything you mentioned is coming from paranoia, other than what it really is, and it's why they use those labels. But see, look, it's just like the old one they made up for this whole experiment, and I bet a lot of people don't know about it. They literally came up with one to justify how the experiment they ran on. I believe this was like in the 1800s. It's up for debate. I'm not right. Like I said, I just read about this, and I think it was called Stockholm syndrome or something like that. If I'm not, I might say it wrong, but they had to get this classified or something like that. I might be saying that wrong, but they had to like literally reward people that went through the trial, because it was like how they did the solemns. They labeled them inhumane. They labeled this whole experiment that was ran on people that was having these voice like symptoms, these same tactics that was in this is the same program that's still being ran to this day. And a lot of people that just blow over their heads because they get distracted, just like a campaign that distracts you from one. Like they do that to just discredit the tactics and everything that's similar to the ongoing treatment from one program that was already abolished. To see people that, if you understand what I'm saying, this is big. Like what I'm saying is these discontinued experiments never discontinue. It's just enhanced and reclassified as a different name. And a lot of these people still going through the Stockholm syndrome experiment. A lot of people still going through the paperclip experiment of y'all getting too deep. So small minds won't comprehend what I'm trying to say, because if they did, they'll understand what this really means for all of us. But let's see.
They tried to share these experiences with others,
Angel's gonna
tried
give
to
me the
recreate
words
the
that I
magic,
couldn't say.
but it always fell flat. The new people didn't get the references, didn't understand the inside jokes, didn't have the context that made ordinary moments extraordinary. They were trying to perform a play without the lead actor. Every scene felt incomplete. Every line fell flat. Every moment missed its mark. Every relationship after you became a comparison study in inadequacy. They kept searching for your qualities in other people, your depth in shallow waters, your authenticity in performers, your genuine care in transactional arrangements, your spiritual connection in surface-level attractions. Nobody measured up because nobody was you,
Come on,
and
baby, let
everyone
me
they
talk to
asked
you
knew
for a
it.
second.
The search became desperate. They would meet someone new and immediately scan for your attributes. Did they laugh like you?
Yes.
Did they listen like you? Did they love like you? The answer was always no. Not because these people were inadequate, because they were different.
Leaving
But different
footprints.
felt wrong when what they actually wanted was you. They were shopping for replicas of an original they had discarded. The worst part for them wasn't the loneliness, it was the knowledge. Knowing they had been warned, knowing they had been told, knowing everyone saw what they refused to acknowledge. You were the one, the actual one. Not perfect, but perfect for them. Not flawless, but exactly what they needed to grow into who they were meant to become. They had been handed a winning lottery ticket and used it as scratch paper.
This settlement check completely changed my life. And it came from a car accident I almost forgot about. I never imagined.
They had been handed a winning lottery ticket and used it as scratch paper. This knowledge became their
I was
constant
just hearing that.
companion,
If you
following them
are
into
what
every
you
interaction,
say you
every date,
are,
every attempt at connection.
have no
They would sit
fear.
across from
I
someone
think I
new
said it wrong.
and hear the echo of everyone who had told them about you. You're not going to find better. That one was special. You messed up. The chorus of truth they had ignored now played on repeat in their mind. The sixth phase brought desperate measures. They tried to recreate you in others, coach new partners to act like you, push them toward your interests, dress them in your style.
Come here,
But
baby. Let me talk
authenticity
to you
cannot
for
be
a second.
replicated. Your essence wasn't something that could be taught or performed. It was cultivated through years of pain, growth, self-discovery, and divine alignment. They wanted your final form without honoring your journey. They would take new partners to places you had shown them,
See, that's a little
restaurants
too
you had
much now.
discovered,
That's a
views you
little
had
too. See,
shared,
the angels
trying
is
to overlay new people
funny.
onto old memories. But it felt like sacrilege, like they were desecrating something sacred. The places that had once felt
Yeah,
alive
that
with
is
your
so
presence
hilarious.
now felt haunted by your absence. They were touring the museum of their own mistakes. Meanwhile, you continued ascending, not to spite them. That would still be giving them power. You rose because that was always your destiny. They were never meant to be your ceiling.
Yeah.
They were meant to be your stepping stone. The pain they caused wasn't meant to break you. It was meant to break you open, to release the power that was always dormant within you, to activate the chosen one
So,
frequency you
y'all,
were always.
I went into see I'm that sweet child. I went into my little cause I got a little rewards thing cause I used to work for edible arrangements, y'all. So I didn't know I had a discount. So I only went on the only to see how much I paid for the last point to see if I had enough. And let me tell you, y'all, I was just smiling with tears falling because it's like a moment of like, because I don't know, she probably need a good gesture. She don't even know, she don't watch this channel either, so she ain't gonna know. But listen, y'all, I don't I move like that because you don't know when somebody needs you, and that was just like a moment confirmation, like, yeah, do that. Cause she probably somewhere needing a good gesture. She's somewhere probably overwhelmed. She's somewhere probably like, and when she get it, it's gonna motivate you. It's just like what angels do. They use us to do that. I wanna be used in a way to bless somebody every day of my life. And I try to do that, but sometimes we're not able to, but don't worry about it. You could just give a person a good gesture and that's good enough. I
To activate the
promise you.
chosen one frequency you were
I
always
promise
meant
you.
to broadcast on.
Gestures don't even have to
Your
cost. You
rise
could give
wasn't
a good
loud,
gesture and that's
it was
good enough.
substantial. You didn't announce your
Gestures come in
moves, you
intentions
just
on
moved.
whatever you trying to
You
give
didn't
them.
broadcast your healing,
Yeah, baby.
you just
It's just
healed.
like making up
You
for
didn't
with a
perform your
picnic
growth,
instead of the
you just
fair.
grew. And the universe
The
responded to your
picnic was free.
authenticity with
You took
opportunities
the
they could
food from
never
home with a
access.
blanket.
Doors opened that they didn't even know existed. Levels unlocked that they couldn't even perceive. People started noticing the shift in you. Not just external success,
It's like, babe,
internal radiance.
I want to go
You
somewhere,
moved
but I
differently,
want to go somewhere we
spoke
ain't got to
differently,
spend no money. Let's have a
existed
picnic,
differently.
babe.
The wound they
We got
left had
everything
become
at
a
home.
portal. Through it,
It didn't
divine
even
energy
cost
flowed
us.
into every area of your life.
Speaking in general,
What they
you know
meant
what I
for
mean?
evil, the universe
It's
used for
it's a
your
way of
elevation.
living. It's a way of living is what I'm trying to explain. Imagine that way of living with everything we do. Then you realize money don't cost nothing but a thing, babe, because you don't really need money most of the time.
Their betrayal became your breakthrough.